I'm on.
You will see I told you.
You need your mic today, man. I might need you to throw a couple of assists to me. Shit. Oh, what the fuck? Bitch, shut up. Man, I got. I don't need no breaks. Welcome to the Streetz is Talking podcast radio show, little pussy ass shit. I am your host, Solo Dolo today, TJ the Chicago Kid, aka your Uncle Johnny. I am fucking fried today, yo. I just felt like if I had to do the show by myself today, I ain't had no practice in a while. Bitch, if you keep jumping out on my motherfucking phone. No, man, I'm on this app called Live Me. I'm trying I guess I don't know. Shit, ain't nobody in there watching my pussy ass. So yeah, I was gonna smoke me something before I came to the studio, try to relax me. The studio. So when I pulled my shit out and started charging it, it was dead. I was like, oh fuck. So I gotta find a smoke shop. So I find a smoke shop, I get what I need. So I get close to the station and I take a hit, but this is a brand new vaporizer. So it came through like strong. So before I come over the fucking hill, I'm smashed already off the brake. So I drive by get up on the McDonald's and make a U-turn and go back. I'm like, wait a minute, where the building? So I go back up, make a U-turn, come back, make a U-turn by the motherfucking McDonald's, turn in behind the building, but it's a church. So when you go into the parking lot, it go down. I'm like, I don't remember this being like this. I said, oh shit, I done went the wrong gear. Yo, I did that shit like 6 times. You should not drive while you are high. As you can see today, ain't nobody here but me. That pussy ass Norman. Well, I told Norman he didn't want to have to come in because I'm pretty sure I would have had issues tonight because I would have been making gay jokes all night. And somebody was going to be fucking offended like I pick on him like that. And then B not here because she had to file down her canine teeth, claiming that she had to go to the dentist, but she had to file her canine teeth because they mistook her for a pit bull in the face. And then I was going to have Miss Patty back, and then she just hit me an hour ago. I talked to her yesterday. She was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. But she hit me with the last minute, I can't do it thing. So I said, I got to do this shit solo. It was a purpose for me bringing this fucking pen. So how the fuck y'all doing? Normally I start off the show with shit that has happened in the last 7 days. And in the last 7 days, since I'm the only motherfucker here, this is some funny shit. Like, I wait till I get old as shit to want to take up martial arts. Right, I'm serious about this shit because, I want to challenge myself and push myself. And I haven't been doing it for 3 weeks. And it normally takes you your first couple of months to get a stripe. God damn it, I got my stripe in less than a month. I be fucking them white boys up. Oh my God. Okay, so that happened. Here's another thing that happened. I get a check. Decent check. And I take it to the bank that it's made off of. And the bank that is drawn off of is PNC. PNC. So in order to have immediate access to the money, I opened an account with them with the sole intentions of closing it after I wire the money to my main account because I don't fuck with those big banks. And of course, you've heard me time and time again talking about black banks and why we shouldn't do the other banks. But I shamelessly still have that bank account open. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm kind of fried right now. Ooh, good to see you. Who the fuck is this in my little chat thingy thing? There's people in here watching me. How y'all doing? Why I ain't call you? Cause you wasn't coming out here, Miss Poo Poo. That was the disturbing video I saw today. You got that from me?
Yes, sir.
The cop in the school. There's a story down in Louisiana where a student was at the counter in the school, and it was, I guess, the resource police officer who got the shitty assignment at the high school. And there was an altercation. I mean, there's no sound to the video, but I don't know what happened, but it was a little disturbing. Can you play that?
Showing a student body.
So you take the youngin to the floor.
Damn.
Like, what makes an adult? What makes an adult man handle a boy? I didn't see anything in that situation. And he punching the boy. Now his gun falls. The teacher's got good sense to know that now that this gun is free, we ain't gonna let you get close to it with this. Look. He could have caused he could have seriously injured that boy, and for what? Now they both now they got him handcuffs. He slams him on the desk. This is a student.
It doesn't even matter for what. They didn't even need to do all that.
So he did that. Both of those officers, I think they had been arrested or had been charged with battery and malfeasance or whatever the fuck it is, like not doing their job as officers. But yeah, I mean, you'll never see no shit like that. A black cop doing that to a white kid. Not even a white cop doing that to a white kid. But just like you what do folks want black people to do? I don't understand it. I don't get it. There was another story. The pastor, I want to get his name right. One of these prosperity preachers from under Joel Osteen, he got his own little congregation religion hustle, and he had posted something that he had bought his wife a $200,000 Lamborghini SUV. And people rightfully lost their collective fucking minds because they figuring they giving this. I mean, the churches is in South Carolina, and it's supposed to be one of the poorest areas where the church is. And it's like, how is it that you can even give the illusion? Because it's like, well, he has other businesses. Bruh, you are a pastor of a church. If your wife turns up with a $200,000 SUV, I got questions. I have issues here. And he tried to play it out, say he got a deal. I guess he got a reality show on OWN network or one of these networks or something, which the reality shows don't pay that much, you know. And I guess he didn't sold a book or something, or he had speaking engagement. But at the end of the day, like, what does your wife need a $200,000? You got poor people in your church. And as long as you got poor people in your church and you have access to what can have you go out and buy something like a $200,000 liability as soon as you drive that motherfucker off the damn lot because it's going to depreciate in value. How is it that you can afford your wife that, and you got the game to be able to access that, can buy that, but you got poor people in your church, which means that you ain't giving the game to them. You got the game, but you're really not sharing it. And the hustle is, I'm going to sell you hope in Jesus in return for a fee, a nominal fee at that. So that was that story. Why you laughing, yo? I've been seeing some weird shit on the motherfucking internet, yo. What's fire up that other one? Didn't I see another video? Yeah, see.
Two other ones.
Send me that other video. I've been seeing some. Anyone? I've been seeing some very weird. Yes, man. That was the funniest shit because he was getting pissed off, growling and shit. I know I got this motherfucker, but why can't I put it in my mouth? That's just any kid, man. Just he determined. He ain't even realize these floaties on his arms keeping the damn banana from his mouth. Oh shit. Yep, the highest homelessness in the whole state. Talking about this pastor down there in South Carolina. And then you have people who just want to defend. It's like every time one of these religious hustlers get in trouble, you have gullible Negroes that defend this shit. Anytime there's some controversy, even when it went back to Bishop Eddie Long, you had gullible Negroes defending that shit until he paid that estimate $15 million settlement. And then you try to go to Creflo Dollar's church, like I got too many of you niggas as it is. Go back over there to Eddie Long. That's his territory. This is my territory. We have an agreement. We won't poach from each other's flock, but you got to go back to where you came from. That bullshit. You got motherfuckers they just get mad. They're gonna defend it. They're gonna defend it because that's their team, that Jesus hustle team. I don't give a fuck how bad they're no different than motherfucking Republicans and Democrats. They're just going to defend anything that comes from their side. So you got a man, a preacher who preaches against homosexuality, and he out there playing in little young black boy booty holes. You got to defend it. He on our team. I understand he's a flawed man. Yes, the fuck he is. And then he came out lying talking about he got cancer. No, you don't, nigga. Your ass had AIDS. That's what you had from fucking with them people. You didn't motherfucking hustle these people out of their money and got rich and got an expensive gay habit that you could not afford. So you took the money from the people to pay off your gay sex habit. Fuck that. I'm sorry, y'all. What was the other video I sent you? Put that one up there. But he didn't realize that the pool was see-through. Fucking, he just sitting there with a bunch of dudes around him, choking his chicken, and he just had to be black. Why, bruh? Why? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh no, get the fuck away from me, huh? What?
He must have forgot it was clear.
Right, it's clear, motherfucker. Right. That shit was disgusting.
Oh my God.
Oh, fucking hilarious, man. There's this story also I've been talking about that I've been discussing, and I wish I wish all three of them was here. You want to know how? You know, she's so upset with me saying the transgender thing. Norma think I'm a gay basher. B, she think what she think. But I really wanted to get their opinion on this story about this young black transgender woman or transgender girl that's in track and field, and she's smoking them. She's smoking their ass. They can't keep up with her, can't do shit with her. So now they get mad and say that it's unfair that she's able to compete against them, that she should go back and compete with their own gender. Everybody that clearly fucking lost their mind, right? Everybody that lost their motherfucking mind that they are even suggesting that you go back and run with your own agenda because it's not fair to women. But I find it strange. I find it real fucking strange that shit cool when we saying that they not a woman. That ain't no woman. Oh, you're just being transphobic. That ain't no woman. You got to go with what they identify as. That ain't no woman. No, you can't tell a person how they feel inside. I'm supposed to accept because that motherfucker say they feel like they're a woman inside. I'm supposed to accept and address them as a woman. But the minute a motherfucker, it was a transgender MMA fighter, Fallon Fox, I think her name is, had crossed over into MMA and wanted to fight girls. The first fight, she cracked the girl's eye sockets. Yes, broke her face. First fight. So now all of a sudden, oh, that's not a woman. That's a man. That's what the fuck we've been trying to tell y'all all this time. Y'all haven't wanted to listen to us. This is what happened. You want to have a genderless society because they don't think gender is a thing. But you want to have a genderless society until them motherfucking men start smoking y'all ass when they want to motherfucking come into your spaces and be around y'all in that capacity. But then when it comes to competition for shit, you all gonna be getting smoked, and then you ain't gonna want to accept them being women. So cut that shit out. Fucking Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. Well, fuck it. It was a girl that had posted something on social media yesterday. She had a list. You know how these, proud, strong women always want to let men know that they don't need them, they don't want them, et cetera, et cetera. This little girl, I wish I could send you the picture right now. This girl says that she has $6,000 a month in expenses. She paid $2,995 in rent. She pays $600 a month for a car note. $600 a month. She says she pays $500 a month cell phone bill. Listen. She says she pays $400 a month in groceries. And then her utilities, all of the numbers were rounded off except her utilities. Then her utilities ended with like a 7 or a 6 or 8. Everything else was rounded off to 0. So she say she has $6,002 in month, $6,002 in monthly expenses, renting at $3,000 a month. And then people start calling on it, right? Like, why is your bill so high? Why are you renting for something almost $3,000, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And then that was cool until this crowd comes. Well, that seems legit because I'm paying rent and I'm paying $2,800 a month. And I'm thinking, you stupid motherfucker. Why are you paying rent anywhere? $2,000 a month. I mean, what the fuck is you renting? A fucking the top floor of the fucking Western Union or whatever the fuck? I'm fucking high. Oh God. What you laughing at? What? I'm smacked, so I got to get off this shit because I had a list of shit I wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go find this list, and okay, the Kevin Hart situation. You heard about the Kevin Hart situation? Okay, for those that don't know, Kevin Hart was signed to host the upcoming Oscars, the Academy Awards. It's supposed to be like a big thing to be able to do it, even though they don't pay you no money hardly, but it's like a big thing to host the Oscars. And shortly after he announced it, somebody went and dug up some tweets from his back in 2010 where he going back and forth with his boy, and he said something to the effect of he was scared that for his son to be gay, he wouldn't want his son to be gay. And it was like he did that in a bit in one of his concerts. but it became an issue. And it was like the Oscars, once they found out about it, they came and told him that he needed to apologize or he couldn't host. And for the tweets that he had already apologized for. So he had apologized. He made the statement, the tweets. Then he apologized for them later on. And then here it is. You just finding out. So you want him to apologize again. But my question was, who went digging for the tweet? It's like anytime we go in spaces that certain white people think we shouldn't be, somebody tries to step in and basically say, you're not good enough for that. You have to be a miserable ass motherfucker to go back 8 years of someone's tweets to look for something to be offended about. So you mean, even though it might have been made in poor taste or whether it was in him joking, it was done 8 years ago. Have you seen anything like that on his Twitter in the last 8 years? If you haven't, then if you started from the point where he apologized and you never saw that behavior again, then why can't you just respect that and honor that? And I'm getting sick and fucking tired of black people always being expected to apologize for some shit. Nobody apologizes to us. Nobody does. We got to apologize to the gay community when we pissed them off. We got to apologize to the Jewish community even if we found hanging around with people who they say that we shouldn't, i.e. Farrakhan. You got to apologize for that. You got to apologize to white women with the feminism bullshit. You have to. Why do we always be expected to apologize? I don't get that. So he didn't, even though he did a sucker ass move, he stepped down and then he made a statement basically apologized for it. And you should have just stepped down. You're like, nah, I'm not going to. I'm going to take a stand. You've already motherfucking vested in having me as the fucking host. I'm not apologizing. So you all gonna have to bust a move. And just did it like that. Don't get it. And we always, gay people, the gay community as a collective are never there for black people. They always want to point to the fact that it's black gay people. Nah, that's not what we motherfucking, that's not what, because y'all want us to join in every issue y'all got. Y'all want black people to come and join in every gay issue y'all got. We're supposed to be the ride or die ally. But when something happens in the street, y'all don't say, okay, all gay people, it don't matter who you are, we ride with black folks on this. No, y'all don't do that. So Kevin Hart didn't apologize, then he did apologize. I wouldn't have done shit. Fuck that pussy ass shit. Y'all kiss my nutsack. And that was that. So I covered a little bit, very little. What else I wanted to talk about? New Year's resolutions. That was supposed to be one of the topics. I was wondering, was, Norman going to take more dicks next year than he do right now? Was B going to stop lying, saying that she's motherfucking full-blood Native American? My people from D.C. I look just like the person on that statue. Motherfucker, shut your goof ass up. Shit. What else? I wanted to talk about things on folks. Wait a minute. What's your New Year's resolution, Trump? Not one? Oh, that's fucked up.
What's fucked up about it?
Because you don't want to disappoint yourself?
No, I just don't do it for what? I just know what I'm going to do, and I change throughout the year. So I'm not going to, if I feel like I need to change on March 1st, I'm going to change on March 1st. Fuck January 1st. Because nobody keeps it through January the 5th.
I love hearing about people's New Year's resolutions because the whole time I be looking at them like, you is not going to follow through with that shit. My New Year's resolution is I'm going to stop smoking. Bitch, you have a chemical dependency on a fucking cigarette. You just think because you make a resolution, you going to stop smoking? Shut your goofy ass up. Oh, boy. What else did I want to? Oh, sexual bucket list. I was gonna ask, just out of curiosity. I wasn't gonna ask Norman. I would have let let the other person. No, I wasn't gonna do that, bro. But sexual bucket list. It's some things I almost. This wasn't even on my bucket list until the opportunity presented itself. I almost fucked a dwarf. I almost fucked a dwarf last year, yo. Funniest shit ever, right? So I'm out here I was at Hedonism, the freak spot. So when I go, I love the food. They got the best food on the aisle, in the grill to me. So I'm at the nude side, sitting in the nude pool, and it was a little person. She was little, but I know she ain't had no motherfucking business at Hedo, so she had to be grown. So it's a little person, so I wasn't really paying no attention to her. So I'm drinking my little, they give you like this, like a Frosty or some shit, like an icy cup, some shit, while you down there in the pool, in the sun. So I kept looking over, I could have swore mine was Spike, because this little motherfucker was looking gorgeous. She was like, laid out with no clothes on, little water beating up on the little body, and she didn't have one of the she didn't have one of them little midget bodies. She didn't have one of them midget bodies. She had a regular. She was just like a doll. You know them tall doll babies. they even because midgets, they just not proportioned right. So she was like a doll baby. And she was looking fine as shit. And that Jamaican ganja had me going, right? So I said, I'm going to make my move. So I told my folks, I said, you need to go and hook that up. And she's like, I want to watch that. I'm like, okay. So we at the dinner that evening. So she had been over there talking to the girl all day, setting the whole shit up. But the whole time, my high's wearing off, right? Hey, Trump, they was at the motherfucking, the line to get their food at the buffet. And they started walking towards me, and I started looking that motherfucker in the face. And the closer she got, the more she looked like the doll Annabelle. She sat down across from me. I'm stone cold sober now. She do not look like she did when I was high earlier. She got on these big ass bifocal glasses. She ain't got nothing but 2 stumps here on the side. I said, man, I gotta go to the room and get my key card or something. I never came out no more that night because I knew she was leaving the next day. I'm like, I couldn't do it. If I'm doing midget, I just couldn't do it. But she looked just like fucking Annabelle. That's still a running joke. You looking forward to see Annabelle Annabelle in Jamaica this year? Like, fuck you. You ain't never did no weird shit? Some shit.
What, like that?
Well, not that. Okay. I'm telling a fucking story because I'm high right now. So back in the days of Yoo-Hoo, I was probably one of the first persons in the world to not only get catfish, but get catfished by a mother and a daughter at different times. So this is back early day, like early cell phone days, right? When you can finally, I guess I had one of them days that they can, when you can first you can send text messages with pictures. Back in that day.
Oh, you mean the first time that became available?
Right, when that first became available.
Oh yeah, I remember. Sidekick.
So I'm taking a continuing education course at the community college, and I'm going back and forth with this chick, and she talking racket shit. She's talking racket shit about what she gonna do, and she's sending me these erotic pictures where she did like a photo shoot, and she was a pretty girl, and you could see that her body was banging. Right? Mm-hmm. So we get ready. I'm gonna go to the house. And some of the pictures, my dumb ass, I'm so fucking stupid. Some of the pictures were photo shoots from Lil' Kim, where Lil' Kim might have had a big hat on and tilted her head down. You could see her face. She was sending me those pictures, right? Nigga, she told me she was a model. She said she was a model / airline stewardess.
Hold on, she sent you pictures with her head tilted down.
Yeah, she sent me pictures of Little Kim.
Of Little Kim? Oh, okay.
But I didn't know they was Little Kim because the hat,
was
like she
high
would
like
have
you
a
are
hat,
now.
the angle would hide her face.
Okay.
So she's telling me these is her modeling pictures. So I'm getting ready to go over to the house, and before I get there, she says, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, well, what you gotta tell me? She said, well, I just want you to know I have a slight disability. I'm like, all right, you got all 4 limbs, that's fine with me.
A slight disability.
So I go to the door. Nigga, I hit on the door. I hear wheels. Nigga, she opened up the door. This girl was in a wheelchair. Paralyzed from the waist down. But it was her. So I said, you know what? I started putting 2 and 2 together. She was paralyzed. She was shot as a child.
Oh, damn.
And she had been paralyzed from the waist down. So when she was doing the fucking photo shoot, somebody was posing her. Like literally posing her.
Hey, you going to hell.
I'm not.
You
This
going
is the
straight
truth.
to hell.
This is the truth.
There's no purgatory for you, nigga.
This
You
is
going straight.
This is the truth.
Soon as your heart start beating, shoo, straight to hell. You gone.
So, nigga, they posing her, shifting her little body because her lower, and they got
her lower body.
they got to prop her lower half because she got no feeling, no control in it, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, bucket list item.
Look at bucket.
Bucket list item. I want to fuck a motherfucker in the wheelchair. So we get to doing everything, and I remember we're in it.
You're in. What do you mean?
We doing the thing.
You're in the vagina.
In the vagina.
Okay.
And I got her legs on my shoulder. And you know, when you doing it like that, you have a little support, but she got to keep her legs.
She can't feel her legs though.
Wait. So I'm holding I'm hitting, and her leg keep drooping off my shoulder. And I'm like,
Oh, let me ask you.
this
was
bitch, wait a minute, I'm like, this bitch irritating me because she won't keep her leg up.
But she can't keep her leg up.
Then it hit me. I'm like, wait.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She can't stop herself.
She can't stop herself.
I gotta control this shit.
So I got a question. If she's paralyzed from the waist down, how can she feel what you're doing, or she just getting off on knowing the fact that you doing something?
Look, I didn't ask for
I wouldn't care.
details.
Yeah.
She wanted some meat.
How can she want some meat? She can't feel no meat. But whatever. I'm sorry.
So that's just was that a catfish? Can I consider that a cat? Yeah, that was a catfish.
So pretty much you could have tied her up and did any position you wanted to do,
right,
and she wouldn't have felt it. You could have broke her leg.
I don't
she
know
would've
if
known.
she could have felt it.
She wouldn't. If she paralyzed from the leg down, she gonna feel it. So you could have did anything you wanted. You could have bent her over and
I wasn't gonna take.
Put her hands behind her
I
neck.
wasn't gonna take advantage of the girl, but
Shit.
when she couldn't hold her legs up, I was getting irritated as shit.
Because she couldn't hold her legs up, and then
It would slide down on this side and I'm hitting, and then it would slide down on this side and I gotta hoist that motherfucker back up. And you know, if a motherfucker got some thick legs, that's gonna take some burn calories.
So
By the time I hoisted them up twice, I said, oh, fuck shit. Because I'm thinking in my mind, this bitch lazy as fuck. She got some good pussy, but she lazy.
of course she got some good pussy.
Wait a minute. She got some good pussy, but she lazy because she not moving.
But you forgot.
I totally forgot
That
once
bitch
we
can't
started
move.
fucking. Oh.
Wow.
And then I
yeah.
had one. Send me some pictures.
I'm gonna send you some lemonade and some flip flops for when you go to hell. That's what I'm gonna do. So you can be.
I remember one where I was I went over to the girl's house and she had hit me with the fake pictures. This is how fucked up this was. She had hit me with the fake pictures. I go to the house, and because she sent me pictures of a little petite motherfucker. I go to the house, and I'm allergic to cats. So whenever I get around a cat, immediately I can feel me, you know, the allergies kicking in.
Pussycat.
Pussycats, right. So I knocks on the door. It's the open but stand behind the door move. So in order to see this person,
oh hell no, you got
to come in.
Oh no, you went in,
nigga. I turned around. She came from behind that motherfucking door.
The Halloween music.
That bitch was she probably about an inch taller than me, shoulders wider than mine, and she had on, I remember this clearly, she had on an old lady house coat. One of them old lady, remember how when your mama used to come out the room at night in that nightgown, that old ass nightgown? She had on an old lady
torn
nightgown.
Ass pocket. Yeah, there you go.
Fucking terrible, yo. Fucking
wow.
Horrible.
Wow, you had some experiences, son. I've never had any experiences like that. Thank God.
I've had some bad experiences.
And you knew she was handicapped, and you did it anyway.
Yeah, I did it.
Did you let her go down? At least she could feel your.
Yeah, she did. She did all the stuff that you could do from the waist up.
Okay. So basically, when the game to the waist down, it was just for your pleasure. She couldn't feel that.
I don't know.
She like, well, go ahead.
So I gotta finish the story. So I go in the house with the cats, right? So I'm in the house with the cats, and I'm looking at this bitch, and I'm getting angrier and angrier because my allergies are fucked up, right? So she gonna sit down. Can I give you something to drink? I'm like, nah, but I think I parked in the fire lane. She's like, oh, well, you mean to do that because they'll come and write you a ticket and tow your car. I don't need to get my car towed. Let me go out here and move my car. Boom, I blown out, right? I don't know if it was maybe 2 or 3 years later. Motherfuckers hit me with some glamour shots. I'm going to go nail this one to the cross. Talking shit on the phone, text messaging the whole nine. Nigga, I go to the same apartment complex. I walk through the same building. I said, wait a minute, this feel like deja vu. I walk up to the same apartment door and them fucking cats hit me. I said, son of a bitch. Knock on the door. Motherfucker, open the door, same stand behind the door move. I step in the house. I said, this bitch playing games. I step in the house, turn around. It's a whole different woman, but older. Come to find out, that's her mother. They running the same fucking catfish gang.
Well, how did you meet these people?
This was back on Yahoo.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, that was look, for those of you that might call me old, you missed some golden ages when the internet first kicked off. I'm telling you, it's a little different now because we had these things called chat rooms that you can go into and chat, and then if you wanted to interact with someone individually, they call it going into their blue, and it was the beginning of women realizing that it was okay to be hoes. You mean I can literally go on here and anonymously say I want some dick when I really want some dick, and I get some. I don't have to play the game of being, chase. I can be a whole hoe out here. A whole hoe. Now motherfucker wants to be in likes now because everybody is a hoe. But yeah, back in the days, yeah, you got all that shit. All that shit. Whew. Yeah, I'm going to take a break for about 5 minutes because Trump is about to fucking let me have it. I can see his fucking face. Like, nigga, what is wrong with you? You need some Narcan, motherfucker. You fucking... I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and then I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna have my head a little fucking clear because right now I'm fried. I'll be back. I'm so fucked up. Welcome back to the Streetz is Talking Radio Show. I am your host, Solo Dolo, Dick Debonair, Captain Controversy, 10 pounds of dangling fury. Yours truly, TJ, the Chicago Kid. And this is the night hour. My tongue drunk like a motherfucker.
Sound like you drunk. You been smoking.
I know, man. I'm dry mouthed. A good friend of mine called me. She lives down in Texas. I ain't gonna say her name with her red ass, with her pretty ass. She called me yesterday. She was like, she called me Thorny. She's like, Thorny, was I overreacting? And then she told me what happened. And what happened was she's in the line and she made a purchase at JCPenney's on her account card, right? So I guess it was paid for. All she had to do was produce an ID. So I guess this department, everybody was picking up these orders that they had made online, right? So they had a procedure. They show the person's the ID. They retrieve the merchandise and they, go because it's already prepaid. So she says when she got up to the line, he asked her for her ID. She showed the ID. And then she said he asked her for the JCPenney's card. And she was bothered by that. She got her merchandise and she left. But then she, felt like, hey, I was profiled. So she called me and she asked me, I said, man, it's 'tis the season to be jolly. I said, because right now, the way Amazon and Walmart has shut down the Kmarts, the Sears are now being shut down and downsized. JCPenney, you could suffer the same fucking fate. Because all somebody got to do is get out that y'all being prejudiced to people, to black people. And, hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, I'm calling from Memphis, Tennessee.
Boy, what your ass want?
I just want to tell you, you looking real motherfucking wild. You looking real fucking wild at that table.
What? What am I doing? He gone. I'm saying, is he still holding on? No?
He's there. Well, he just hung up.
Okay. But yeah, that's
That was them.
That was who?
302. That's normal.
Yeah, that's Norma calling now.
No, that was him just now.
Oh, I thought that was my cousin Edward.
Well, Norman got 302 number.
Yeah, that was my cousin Edward. Yeah, so she was upset. So I'm like, look, what you need to do is you need to march your ass back up in there, go to that register, ask that person to get the manager. And when that manager walks up, have your phone's video running. And to tell him that, hey, I'm the only black person in this line, and she didn't do this to anybody else except me. And I really don't think in the era where retail stores are shutting down because of the likes of online shopping, y'all got the fucking audacity to want to be prejudiced to somebody that want to spend money in here. I can let that word get out. And she said what ended up happening was he gave her $100 a credit and some other free shit and said that the girl was in trouble. So she was upset about that. And, I tried to navigate because she was really like really bothered because it's like I'm already light skinned and I'm around all these white folks. And y'all just gonna choose. It's just me. Me in a sea of white folks. And you mean to tell me everywhere I go, y'all gonna pull this shit? Like, nah, you gotta fuck with their money. And that was that. There's another story about this bank in Ohio wouldn't cash a man's paycheck because it was too high. No, nigga, we can't cash your money. We can't cash, your check too high. You make too much money.
Now, I know if you, first of all, it's 2018. Who the fuck is still cashing checks at the liquor store? But do they have a limit on, because a lot of when you, back in the day, they would have a limit.
At the bank?
Oh, it was at the bank.
It was at the bank.
Oh, I thought you said the liquor store.
No, I mean, no.
That's what you said, the liquor store.
You know what? I'm so fucking high right now.
But
no, it was
no
at the bank.
At the bank.
He went to the bank, and they said that they wouldn't cash his paycheck because it was too high.
What bank?
It's not saying.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a bank, but they said that because his paycheck was too high, they can't cash it.
A black guy?
Yes.
Okay.
This goes back to my rant about banking with those widely known institutions. They hire some wild people.
Oh yeah, Skank of America.
Yes.
Yeah.
They let my check hit the account at they opened up that account, gave me money out of the account because I was going to get some contractor work done on my house. Gave me money out the account.
Right.
I leave out. They didn't verify the check because the check, like I said, was drawn on PNC, a PNC account. So it ain't like I got to wait 4 days or 5 days, however they do it for a check to clear. So I just opened up the account, pulled some money out. Okay. And then that following day was a Saturday. And I went to go do a wire. Because I was getting ready to wire all the money. Because I had told them when I opened it, I planned on wiring some money to my other account. Mm-hmm. They knew what the fuck I was going to do. So I go in on Saturday to sit down with somebody to do it and check the app. All the money is gone. Every fucking dime.
How?
Every dime.
Where? How?
So I go speak to the manager because I'm pissed. Like, this is a good check.
Yeah.
It was drawn off your account. What is the issue? Oh, we got to call up to the law firm. We got to call the law firm Monday to verify the check.
So you bounce.
I tell them, I say, you verify that check on Monday. Be ready to close this account. I'm wiring everything out of here. I say I cannot in good conscience do business with y'all and y'all pull this stunt. What are you trying to say? Black man can't come in with a big check? You gotta run the ink across of it to see if the check is real, like it's $100 bill, like they do. Like when they check the $100 bills, you gotta do special security checks and background checks and additional checks because it was cool when I opened the account. We gonna get the account. Well, now this nigga can't be getting this much money at one time. Go bank with a black bank.
So can I say something while all your folks in the chat room?
Sure.
Can you remind them if they're local about Friday, come on to the studio.
Yes.
Studio party. What?
Don't just make me pause in between my shit.
I'm sorry. Well, no. Go ahead. We'll talk about that at the end.
But, no.
Talk about
For those of you that watch my show, hopefully you watch the Dudes Talk Shit podcast on me, Trump, and Brian Moistrell. We're doing the season finale show Friday. This Friday, it's out here in Greenbelt, Maryland.
Right here, yeah.
We're gonna have some refreshments, some drinks, some strippers, and we want an audience. We want a live audience because if you have not watched the show, if you have not watched that podcast, you are in for a treat. You got me with the way I am.
Listening.
And you got Brian, who acts like a Sunday school teacher who got a porn addiction. and you got Trump in the middle, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I just be trying to get Brian to go off so motherfucking bad.
Well, we're gonna do it Friday.
Well, we're gonna do it Friday. So Friday, this coming Friday, just come in because we're gonna be taking questions, answering questions.
And if you come in, you're liable to get pulled right on.
Yeah, you might get pulled up.
So for all you ladies, make sure your face
address
is
some
made
bullshit that you said on the motherfucking air. Be prepared to back that shit up. And if you interested, don't tell me you're gonna do, because I know how you motherfuckers are. Say you're gonna do something when your motherfucking ass know you can't because your mama ain't gonna watch your kids. So let us know. You hit me in my inbox, hit Trump. We can do that shit.
There you go. And that's it. That's all.
I see the gang in the chat room. The phone number to call in is 301-232-5700. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about that I have my fucking opinion on. Mark Lamont Hill got fired by CNN.
Who?
Mark Lamont Hill, Dr. Mark Lamont Hill.
I don't even know.
He is he's the intelligent go-to black Negro, urban, but has a doctorate in philosophy, I think it is.
Oh, I thought the go-to nigga on CNN was Don Lemon.
No, that's the go-in nigga on CNN. Not the go-to, he's the go-in.
Okay.
but Mark Lamont Hill was over at the UN, and he was giving a speech, and his speech basically advocated for free Palestine, and we need to see that from the river to the sea. And the Jewish community hopped on it, called him anti-Semitic. He never called for the destruction of Israel or anything like that. But they automatically pulled the strings, and the next day he was fired. Now, even though it's fucked up, I personally can't feel sorry for this motherfucker. I can't. You don't keep it real. After Manny Marable wrote the book alleging that Malcolm X was gay, Mark Lamont Hill did a piece on it suggesting he was gay. When Frances Cress Wessling passed away, the great professor, I think she was psychology. After she passed away, Mark Lamont Hill does a piece addressing her negatively. And then there was a story where a picture was discovered of him with Minister Farrakhan. And then he started turning around and saying, you know, he's against anti-Semitism and all that shit. But you was shading our folks, but you want us to feel sorry because you over there advocating for some motherfuckers ain't got shit to do with you while the police kill us every day. You advocating for somebody else. Motherfuckers in Palestine ain't advocating for black kids over on the west side of Chicago. So you should use that energy for your own community. And when you decided that you was, even though they can call on you to speak on every issue regarding black folks, you felt like you could step outside of that circle and advocate for Palestinians, and they showed you what the fuck they think of you. Caller, what's your name? Where you coming from? Call it from. Texting from. Hello? They gone?
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes?
You know who this is, Stonell? This James, newborn.
Did you just come on the air and announce your whole government name?
I don't give a damn right now. I'm just laughing at you because I cannot believe, Stonell. First of all, I'm going to talk about Dr. Hill first, but before I get to that, I cannot believe that you put on public air is that you fucked a damn midget. God damn, you must have been super thirsty, brother, that night.
I did not have sex with, she wasn't a midget, she was a dwarf. There's a difference. And I didn't have sex with her because my high came down.
You can't rationalize that. What's the difference, Thornell?
Hey, look, you don't know the difference in an anatomy of a dwarf and a midget?
I ain't never fucked a dwarf, so then I don't know.
Well,
So then, you know what? You tell me. Since you had that wonderful experience, you break it down to me, brother.
The politically correct name for all of them are little people, but I say they midgets, they dwarfs. It's just like the difference between a Puerto Rican and a Mexican. They both speak Spanish, but they different. So it wasn't a midget. Let's be clear. I don't want to have sex with a midget. It was a dwarf. It was a dwarf.
Okay,
just had
you want to be politically correct in saying is that you were super thirsty that night and you just fucked the goddamn dwarf because you was horny as hell.
Correction. I did not have sex with the dwarf. I did not, because after my high started coming down, she started to look more like Annabelle than a little nymph. What are those things on like the fairies? She's looking like a fairy when I was high. When I was high, she was looking like a fairy. And when my high
That's
started
why they say don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, because that's what happens when you do drugs.
To look like
you get yourself
Annabelle.
in a fucked up situation.
What do you want to talk about with Dr. Hill? Because I know your long-winded ass have an opinion, but don't get long-winded because it's my show. Go.
Who was your running mate when you ran for student government president at Harold Washington College? Let me be quiet. Me. Anyway, this is a situation with Dr. Hill. First of all, when he made the statement, he thought, as you said, is that he was going to get away with it because CNN has been propping him up. Because if you look at CNN, how many blacks they have on CNN? They got rid of Roe Martin. They got rid of his old no-neck self. Then they got Don Lemon. Well, we already know how he gravitates. So they don't have a lot of black men on CNN. So I think that Dr. Hill thought that he could get away with that. But CNN is controlled by Zionists. Ruth Blitzer, he's a Zionist. He's on CNN. So what black people need to do is we need to focus on helping and evaluating each other. Once we advance ourselves, then we can be in a position to help other people. Yes, I support the Palestinians. I know what the Jews are doing to them, but if you are a black person, you got to have a black first agenda. So then when you advance your people culturally, economically, and politically, and when we get to the point where we feel like where we're at, then you can help other people. And I think that's the mistake that he made. But I heard him, he was on the Breakfast Club, but he seemed like he's cool with it. So, fine.
I don't understand shit you just said.
Yeah, because you high. You're high. Thornell, you high.
Boy, you sound like you was about to sell bean pies and final calls a second ago. Shit. Joe rambling ass.
Because you high.
No, I don't necessarily feel sorry for Dr. Lamont Hill because again,
No, I don't either.
He failed to address properly, and he thought he could step out of his realm. It's like a choke chain.
I agree.
He thought he was gonna be able to just run to the other side of the yard and ignore his choke chain. And once he got to that length of that choke chain, he got reminded that he had on the choke chain. So he went on. He
was reminded that he's still a nigga.
He went back to the Breakfast Club. He tried to clear it up because now we've seen you do it to Dr. Wesley. We've seen you do it to Malcolm X. We've seen you doing it to Farrakhan, and you don't have no backbone when you need to have one. So. Sayonara,
no, he don't
sucker.
have a backbone because they put weak, timid blacks. They just want to get paid. They're getting a paycheck, and then they're just being paid. They're weak. They're not really advancing the cause of the black struggle. There are some Negroes that was picked, and they do it on both sides. They do it on the left. They do it on the right. Look at Diamond and Silk. These are goddamn buffoons. Diamond and Silk. They got a damn show on Fox. How the hell they gonna get a damn show on Fox News? Have you seen Diamond and Silk, TJ?
Yeah, I've seen them.
And what are they? They're buffoons. They're nothing but modern day Amy Agnes and Andy, modern day 2.0, Laurel and Hardy with a blackface on.
Hey James, you sound like you got a Bible in your hand and you hooping and jumping up right now in the pulpit.
No. Okay, where my Bible at? No, it's on my bookshelf. It's somewhere.
Well, thank you for your opinion on Dr. Hill. I need you to get your pussy ass off the phone, so we will holler later. Okay.
All right, brother.
All right.
Later.
God damn. Me and him went to college. I was very, very radical and rebellious in college, so it was. I ain't got no sense. Oh, shit. This has been an interesting show. 5 minutes. So this is the last show of the season. When am I supposed to be back? I will be back January 8th. Maybe with some, I might bring Norman back. B seems like she's trying to weasel her funky ass way on out. Because she claimed, I told you, she was saying the dentist had to file her teeth down, her canine teeth, because she couldn't properly pull meat. So, and she ain't calling in because I'm talking shit about her ass. And Norman had to go get waxed. Hey, they left me. They ain't motherfucker doing that last minute Christmas shopping. I already know what it is. So, what you doing for the holidays, bruh? You still got to move, right?
Yeah, moving
Friday? Yeah. Okay. And the Ukrainian chick?
What about it?
Is she still in the picture? She's still in the picture?
She'll be here Friday, as a matter of fact.
So you
That's Ukrainian, Bulgarian.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just know Bulgaria. It's not Ukraine.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Friday she'll be here when we do the podcast.
I think my daughter has I thought I was gonna have Christmas to myself because I enjoy that time away from my kids. Plus, ain't no paper around the house from fucking gifts being opened and shit. So my daughter, she was supposed to be going with her mother and she didn't want to go to New York. So now I got a child.
One child.
I got one child through Christmas.
Okay.
And then the other two come back. So I'm going to have a straight vacation of
children.
Time I'm not going to have a moment without them.
You got enough of them, so you know. You go.
Fuck you, boy.
You got enough of them. It's kind of hard to get a break when you got as many as you got.
It's almost over though. I'm almost at the finish line.
Okay, yeah, I give it to you.
Almost when I get to the finish line. Trust me, I'm the fuck out of here.
I don't blame you.
I'm selling it all. I'm gonna have a yard sale. Whatever it is you want, you can get it. Just give me that paper because I'm about to roll.
So when you come back on January 8th, whatever you had today,
don't have none.
Whatever you smoked today, make sure you don't do that on January 8th.
Hey man, listen. Oh, I was so fucking cooked. It was delicious stuff.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
I got 2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes.
Well, it's the end of the year. Y'all won't see me no more till next year. And I might have guests, hosts. I might not. But again, Friday. For those of you all that's interested in coming seeing the show Friday in the studio, we will, give y'all some bottled water and some peanuts like you're on the airplane ride. No, we might have some refreshments. We might do some. Well, I don't know about catering because you can sit in the back. But we won't. People in the audience. I had to bring 3 females because they say that I can't do it. So I need 3 of y'all to come and be in this audience. If you can get your mama to watch your kids Friday night, we're gonna need you around 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. We might even be able to get Brian to date out that crowd. I don't think we will have any success, but Nothing beats a failure but a try. I see y'all January what? The 8th? January the 8th with the 2019 return of Streetz Talking Radio Show. I'm your host, TJ the Chicago Kid. You can find me on Instagram, TJ_Chicago Kid. On Twitter, Jokes Galore. You want some of this shit I got downstairs, don't you? I'm out.